Today we are going to study Chapter 5, Class 9, the fundamental unit of life, that is biology. We are going to do some questions based on MCQs from this chapter. But before starting today's session, it would be great if you like this video, share this video and subscribe to our channel Acad Shala. This gives us a lot of motivation to keep creating these kind of videos for you all. First of all, students, I would like to discuss with you something. That is, students, if it is raining outside and you don't like rain, what do? Simple answer, you will say, ma'am, we are at a house sitting inside. We don't feel like going outside if we don't like the rain. Yeah, absolutely correct answer. Or if it is very hot outside, you don't feel like going out because of unfavorable conditions. Of course, we all will sit at our place and we can move from one place to another according to our needs. That means, according to our needs, we can do the changes, we can change our place, we can stay at our place. That means we can go from one place to another depending upon our favorable conditions. Whatever we like, we can do. Now, students, one more thing coming in my mind is that if suppose you are promoted to a next class and you have books and your parent says that you have to use these books for the whole session, so please preserve them. And they ask you how you will preserve these books. Immediately it will come in your mind, I will cover my books, right or not? So now students, on your books, you cover it. That means you will do a cover. You will place the cover over your books for the whole session. Why? Because you have told me the answer, ma'am, to protect the books, to preserve the books for the whole session, so that it is protected with a layer which we call it as cover. Now students, have you ever thought about it? That according to our needs, we can change our place according to our favorable conditions. But do you think something about plants, saplings, trees? They are always at one place only, no matter they are having favorable conditions or not. That means they have to bear the adverse conditions too. So that means we see our plants, trees, saplings, which are always still. That is, they can't move from one place to another. And they have to bear the conditions of weather. That is, just now I told you, that is adverse conditions. They have to bear it. Now, if we have protected our books with a cover, that is, we have given a protective layer over it to protect our books. So same way, we have epidermis, and epidermis is a protective layer. Dermis means skin and epi means above. That means above skin. We have a protective layer which is known as epidermis. When they are saplings, that means when they are very small plants, they have this protective layer. Now then this layer is converted or replaced. But when and how? That is replaced into meristems when plants grow into trees. Yes, children? Now meristem cells divide. What happens? The meristem cells divide and some layers are formed of cells. That is, on layer of cells, some waxy material which is known as suberin is formed. Again, I repeat the word suberin is formed, and water, that means it is a waxy material. Suberin is a waxy material which is formed and the water does not go inside the cells. That is, a dead layer of cell is there, which we call it as cork. You are seeing over here on the screen, cork. This is known as dead cells. Which you see the cork, it is known as dead cells. Now, while examining a thin slice of cork, Robert Hooke, he was a scientist, saw that the cork resembled the structure of honeycomb, consisting of many little compartments. Cork is a substance which comes from a bark of a tree. This was in the year 1665 when Hooke made this chance observation through a self-designed microscope, and Robert Hooke called these boxes cells. cells. Cell is a Latin word for a little room. He gave the name little room. Now, children, we also know that the cork cells, that means, were discovered by Robert Hooke, which were dead. That means the cells were discovered by Robert Hooke, but which kind of cells? That is dead cells. This also we know it. Now, children, cells were first discovered by Robert Hooke, as I told you. Even the date, please, you should remember. In 1665, he observed, who? Robert Hooke observed the cells in a cork slice with the help of primitive microscope. That means he was not having at that time any advanced microscope. So he was having a very, normal primitive microscope, and he used that only. So another scientist came whose name was Leeuwenhoek. With the improved microscope, he was having a microscope which was at an advanced level, and discovered the cells. Which kind of cells? Living cells. So always remember, dead cells were discovered by which scientist? Robert Hooke. And which scientist discovered the cells which were living cells? Leeuwenhoek. Please remember this. And he discovered the free living cells, who? Leeuwenhoek, in pond water for the very first time. And along with it, he also discovered bacteria as well as protozoa, even blood in RBC, and human sperms too. So he made lot of discoveries while seeing under his advanced microscope. But the credit for dead cells goes to always and always to Robert Hooke, only and only. And for discovering nucleus inside the cells, the credit goes to Robert Brown. Always remember. So children, the way I have told you about the work of the scientist, that means you should always remember these type of content or the scientist work with the help of the storytelling types. You will never ever forget. Try to do this. And I have also seen that students always get confused between Robert Brown and Robert Hooke. So always remember one trick for remembering Robert Brown, what he did. Now, that means you should always remember that Brown, his surname Brown starts with B. So with the alphabet B, always remember between, in between cells. Between, in between cells. I'm focusing on this. That means he discovered nucleus which was inside the cell. So always remember Robert Brown, B stands for between, for your, knowledge to memorize. So B stands for between, and between means inside the cell, nucleus. So you will always remember Robert Brown discovered nucleus inside the cells, and Robert Hooke discovered cells. Which type of cell? Dead cell. And Leeuwenhoek discovered cells. Which type of cell? Living cell. In this way, you will never ever forget. So always remember, with the help of prior knowledge, Now we are going to do some MCQs over here just now. The first MCQ says, the cock resembled the structure of first bird nest, second honeycomb, third cocoon, D dog house. Just now we revised. I have a prior knowledge. That means it is the best appropriate option among the four is honeycomb. So the best answer is honeycomb for this question. The next question says, what is the Latin word for a little room? Just now I studied, I have a prior knowledge. First says nucleus, second says cells, third says cytoplasm, D says vacuole. Of course, I know cells. So, the Latin word for little room was cells. Next question. Living cells were discovered by, just now I told you children, how to memorize. Living cells were discovered by first Robert Brown, Robert Hooke, Leeuwenhoek, Purkinje. So, out of 4, I have understood living cells were discovered by Leeuwenhoek. So, this is the correct option among the 4. Okay. Who discovered nucleus in 1831? Just now I told you a trick. That means B stands for between. Always remember, no need to get confused between these two scientists, Robert Brown and Robert Hooke. Brown, whenever you see between words, should come in your mind, memorize in your mind. And with the help of between word, with the help of this trick, always remember that something he discovered inside the cell, between the cells. That means Robert Brown discovered nucleus, and that is the correct answer. So you will never ever get confused between these two scientists, which I've seen that students get confused between these two scientists about the work they did. So now you will not get confused. Last question. Who discovered cells for the first time? Okay, for the very first time, I told you just now that Robert Hooke was the scientist who discovered cells for the first time. He was the one who discovered for the very first time. But which kind of cells? Dead cells. Always remember. So the best appropriate option among the 4 is Robert Hooke. Again, I repeat children, once more, Robert Hooke discovered cell for the very first time. But which kind of cell? That is dead cell. Who discovered the cell that is living cell? He was the scientist named as Leeuwenhoek. Who was the scientist who discovered nucleus inside the cell? He was Robert Brown. And which trick you have to memorize? That means Brown with the B stands for between, inside, in between the cells. And Robert Brown was the scientist who discovered nucleus inside the cell. And these type of questions are always asked. That is the work of the scientist who discovered what. Even you should know the dates even. It's very important. And this will also go to the higher classes even in class 10. So you should memorize and you should always, study with the help of storytelling types so that you never ever forget, and try to make some tricks to memorize the names and the work of the scientist. So this is all for today, children. Please keep on revising the work which I always tell you. So with this, I wind up the session. Thank you. Have a nice day. God bless.